Hi there, Ryan Groeneweg, mortgage broker. I'd like to talk today a little bit about the general process of buying a house and the steps that are involved. Big overview picture of how the whole process looks. Basically, step one is getting pre-approved. That's where I come in, right? So that is basically we have a discussion about your budget, what you're trying to spend, and then get you pre-approved. And once you know how much house you can afford and what your budget is, then you get paired up with a real estate agent. You go start looking at houses. If you find one that you like, you make an offer on it. If the offer is accepted, then congratulations, you're under contract, you've pinned a property. Now we got to get the home inspection done. That's the next step usually. That's where a home inspector will come, just look in the house, make sure that the appliances are working, the outlets are good, and really they're looking for repairs, and they're trying to protect you as the buyer so that you have an idea of what things need to be repaired prior to buying the house. After that, the appraisal. The appraiser is going to come out and they're going to look at the house and determine the fair market value for the house. And that's there to protect you as the buyer, but also the lender, because the lender doesn't want to lend you more money than what the house is worth, right? So the appraisers look at comparable sales in the area and just want to make sure that the house is indeed worth what you're paying for. Title work. So title work also needs to get done. Generally, title work is just, it's there to protect you as the buyer, because it's possible that you could potentially purchase a home and you could inherit debts and liens that are actually tied to the house, right? And that's not something that you want. So title search and title work is they go and they make sure that there are no debts that are tied to the home that you're inheriting, and that they look at the ownership history and ensure that there's been no, funky stuff going on with who actually owns the house. So that's really important, to just make sure that you are actually purchasing a house that you can have ownership in and not inherit any debts. After all those things are done and your loan has been approved by the underwriters, you are clear to close. You go to the title company and you sign on the dotted line, and the house is yours. Then after that, the next day is when the recording at the recording office happens, and then the ownership is officially transferred to you, and you get the keys to the house. So that's just a general overview of how the process works. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to help you out. As always, low rates, high speed.